Okay, welcome back once again to another viewer game analysis. This time I'm going to be following Mr. Digital playing for Cracking Up. Now, I believe this is the OS Invitational, so good to see some Australian games coming in. This is a 42-minute game where he goes 9, 6, and 5. He's currently in Silver 4. How do you think you played? I think I played quite well and healed the team effectively. This was an actual invitational ladder game for us, and I was mainly doing this to see what I could improve on to help my team. What specific games do you struggle with? I mainly struggle with some of the damage that the team put out, and I think that I might need to use the Rural a bit more. Okay. What specific games do you feel comfortable with? Rural's positioning and healing the team. Okay, we'll see how this one plays out, and we'll talk through exactly what happens at the beginning. Now, I did catch the start of this replay. At the start of this replay, you took your 1 at the beginning of the game. Now, I want to have a little bit of a talk to you about this first of all, and just see why you chose to take this. Now, taking the 1, it's not the worst thing in the world because the burst is pretty good. It's 95 damage at base value, plus you're going to get the additional 70% magical power on that. Don't forget you've got some magical power online already. So it's not doing too bad damage. If you just look at the base value though, first of all, you're going to do 95. If we look at the heal at rank 1, you're going to do 20 over 6 seconds. So that's 120 damage there on that, as well as everybody stays at full health. Now, granted, it does take longer to kill this over 6 seconds, I guess, considering the burst that you've got on it now, but now all the burst is gone, you'll see the auto attacks take a while to bring this one down. And your heal would have sustained everybody during that engagement. It wasn't a really big thing to mention. It's okay, honestly. I feel it's better if you're on this side to take your 1. If you're on Chaos side, it's okay to take your 1. However, if you're going to be on Order side, where the Giannis is right now, I definitely advise you taking your heal a little bit more. It'll be a bit more effective for you to clear this out. And sustain up a little bit faster. That's how I feel personally about it, because you're going to always get to lane a little bit later when you're coming from the other side, so you're definitely going to want to drop your heal down on your own minions in the front line of theirs to get the push back a little bit. But starting 1, it's not the worst thing in the world, because when you hit lane, you get 2 creeps, 1, 2 creeps, depending on how the wave went, the red buff, and you'll be able to hit level 2 straight away, so you've got your heal online anyway. As you can see, 2 creeps go down, well, 3, there we go, and there's the level 2 online. I like the fact that you healed your minions there, you sat on your heal as well. That's not so bad. Don't be scared to pressure him here. Don't be scared to pressure on a little bit. Just because you know where the jungler is for the time being. At least you did for a second. Where's your jungler? Oh, he's under the tower. Okay, he was hidden under Guan Yu. I didn't see that until it was too late. So, we're going to start pressuring. Drop the heal in the front creeps. This is good. Get your auto attacks down. Don't be scared to get in the minion wave. Don't be scared to get in that heal. Get in that heal. Get in his face. Get in his face. Now, build-wise, it looks like we're rushing Warlock Slash, which is fine. Just going to be careful about taking too much poke. Good auto. Nice autos. Very nice autos. That's much better harass that time around. Just keep an eye on the minimap at all times. Hopefully your teammates are communicating with you about where everybody's going to be in this game, and if the Thanatos is leaving. Throw that heal down on the minions now. No, you could have thrown the heal down just to give Humbats a little heal. It's not a big thing, though. You didn't need to heal them, though. You didn't need to heal them. Your job's already been done there. Putting the extra pressure on might hurt him a little bit, but you just wasted mana. And one thing that you get with this sort of rush of build is that your mana is a little bit on the lower side. Soak up that experience. Really good stuff on the rotation there. Just speed you back up to mid lane again. Focus on pushing out the wave. Good. Don't need the heal that time. Good. See how you didn't use the heal that time around? It didn't make a difference either way. Shouldn't have dropped it the first time just to save on the mana. Early game mana is very important to make sure you've got enough for the level 3. Didn't really need to use the 1 there, but it's okay, you know? Just use your auto attacks down to bring down those minions. Be calling that Thanatos is missing, hopefully, at the moment. And we should hit level 5 off this wave. There we go. Level 5 online. Got a snipe opportunity here. Snipe opportunity. Fantastic start. What a start to the game. Yes, please. Humbatzel into raw snipe straight away. You could have raw sniped a little earlier, but the way you did it was fine. Where are we rotating to? This is not a good rotation. I don't like this. Good. I'm glad you changed your mind. You should be looking for the harpies. 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 Oh, okay. Maybe you'll get a kill here then. Could be worth. Uh-oh. You're just wasting your time now. You're just wasting your time now. Yeah, just wasting your time now. And what's going on at these harpies now? I just want to find out what happens here because poor old Geb came over here. Poor Gab. Poor Gab. Poor Gab. Now, the one thing I want to teach you here, which is one thing to just talk about very, very quickly, is that when you make a decision, follow through with it. Okay, guys, this is for everybody. When you make a decision, follow through with it. Because what you did there was you hesitated a very long time. You can see, after this kill, what actually do you get since this kill? Well, there's 2 minutes 35, okay? 2 minutes 35. When was the next time you got experience here? Let's have a little look at it. You thought about going for the mid-harpies, you don't. You thought about going left to try and pick up the kill. You changed your mind, Semi, you didn't know which way around he was going to be. Then you're going to come back to lane again. It was 2 minutes 35. We said, well, look how long you're spending here in the jungle not doing anything now because of what's happened. Big rotation left. You're not going to follow it, though, which is okay. 2 minutes 35. We've been a whole minute in the early game where we've not got a single bit of experience. That hurts you a little bit. Honestly, it hurts you a little bit. You lost 3 creeps in mid lane because of it, for the most part, and you lost mid camps. Farm is very, very important in the early game. Very important in the early game. Don't make the mistakes of not getting any. Oh, this is a very fast investment into both Aegis and Beads as well. Now, why do we go for the Aegis here? I'm interested in why the Aegis pickup was done there. I'm down for the Beads, but take into account that if you spent this 300 gold elsewhere, you could have had Boots 1 now, which would give you a little bit more mobility. You could have potentially not got Boots 1, got yourself maybe a mana potion or 2, and a couple of wards as well to go down. With your investment into the gold that you've gone for here at the moment, I'm not fully down for it. I don't think you need both of these. Against this composition, you're against the Giannis and you're against the Thanatos and Ares. I think Beads 1 would have been fine here. I think going for more than Beads 1 and go for the Aegis 2. Aegis isn't going to really buy you that much, in fairness. Maybe you can stop a pull. You do go 1 ward, 1 health potion. Never get a health potion on Rye, in my opinion. Apart from right at the start of the game, you're probably looking more for a mana potion more than anything else. Oh, I've got traffic going past and I should definitely close that window. Did not think about that before I did this replay. Go. No more cars in the game of Smite. Oh my god, can you imagine if we put cars in the game? That'd be amazing. So there's a rotation right here. Now, one thing that you're doing again is you're making a decision to choose to go for aggression instead of looking for farm. You're losing a full wave to the tower here. Instead of looking for the farm, you've gone for the gank opportunity. Let's see how this plays out. Good slow. We've got a snipe online. Why are we not sniping here? Why are we not sniping? Yeah, that's better. Good snipe. But the problem is that you've de-aggressed the situation that was happening over there, but you did lose farm in the mid lane. Now there's going to be another wave going into the tower again, so you're probably going to lose like 1 creep there. Maybe 2, depending what's in the wave. 2 creeps, 3 creeps, 4 creeps, 5 creeps. Oh god, 6 creep. We lost a whole wave of gold there, Digital. So you can see that we're checking with gold right now between the two of you. Even though you did get that first blood, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty close between the two of you. Yeah, it's closer than this should be considering where he was in this game. Focus on the farm. Where are we going now? Where are we going? Are we on rotations? That's not your job. Okay, this is one thing I'm just going to point out now. This isn't your job to ward this area, okay? Your warding positions, honestly, as a mid laner, you're generally warding here as a priority, and you're generally warding the other side over here as a priority. These are the 2 ward spots that you really want to keep pinned down for yourself to keep the rotations away from Humbats coming in. Your ward position at the goal for you is not a priority for you. Checking the buff is okay to make sure it's not being done by their team, which is a possibility they were, but it's not your job to ward it. Unless you've got wall coverage down for yourself already. Let's get back to farming now a little bit. You can see you're a level behind this Giannis now, just because you're over-rotating. Good guy Geb helps with the buff, gets himself some experience. Back to wave again. Clear this wave out. Clear the wave out. Clear the wave out. Wait, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? We're so focused here by the looks of it on ganking and rotations that you're just not picking up farm. This is definitely going to be your biggest issue, is farming. Farming. Oh, I don't know how that snipe missed. Or did it? I'll watch it back because I was doing it fast forward. So notice how this wave's in mid, and you're not clearing that wave. Notice what happens to the wave in mid lane. I just want you to keep an eye on that first of all. What's happening to this mid lane farm here? You know what's happening? Humbats is taking it for you. So Humbats took your farm because you weren't doing it. You get a good Celestial Beam off, but it's still early game. You've not got that much damage. It's a little bit of harass. But you lose a wave of experience. Again, for no reason. Rotation comes in from their team. Now this snipe should have hit. Yeah, it did. Okay. I didn't think it hit at first. Don't be scared to use your 2. Don't be scared to use your 2. Your blinding light is very strong. Remember, your blinding light on this is called divine light, but I like calling it blinding light because that's what it does. It's not just the fact that it deals some damage, it also slows them, okay? Against the Thanatos, he has to get in close. You can slow him effectively. You can also blind him from being able to see what's going on if he's looking at you. On top of that, against the Giannis, it's also going to slow him, which stops him getting to his poles as quick. Try and abuse this a little bit more. I didn't feel like you had the opportunity to use it and you didn't. We're pressured in the mid lane. We're chasing down the kill here. Oh, yes. That'll auto-attacks. Go. Mid camps, please. Mid camps. Good lad. Stay for those mid camps. Time to back out now. Nothing else you've got here. Go back to farming. Crazy rotations from everybody. First time I've seen you use the 2 and it wasn't really that effective. I guess because you just didn't have the mana for anything. Hashtag one more wave than base, maybe? I'd really be looking to just... I'm just going to pause it here. I'd really be looking for you to actually just clear this wave first before you go. I know you're quite low on the mana here, but maybe just sticking around, you've got actually enough for the heal here to throw this down. I'd like you to just drop the heal on these minions so you can actually leave the minions or die to your minions, so you're not going to lose any golden experience from this. By going back now, what you're doing is you're giving up some lane pressure for Giannis to be able to get back, and you could have just pushed out a bit. Where are we going next with our build here? Are we staying for Warlock Sash? It looks like we're going to stay for Warlock Sash, are we? No, we can't, because it's 1200, I'm pretty certain. 2 wards and a sentry. Okay, I don't know about that sentry. Don't know about that sentry. It's good, but don't know if you need it just yet. Just checking with levels against the enemy team as well. Giannis at the moment, level 8, 3,700. You're 4,000. So you've got a small lead now, 200 gold. This should be a little bit higher right now between the two of you as we check in with you. Across the way, let's just see how their team's doing in comparison, because this is a loss after all. So at the moment, you're in a pretty good position. You've picked up both the kills for your team, so you're looking to be in a good position to set up your team nicely here. Oh, he's got a permanent chain on if nobody's noticed that yet. He's running around with an extra chain. He's OP. He's OP. So Midcamp's currently down. You got these wards in your inventory with no farm going on. Let's go for one of these wards maybe soon. Where did we put that ward? Where did that ward go? Oh, you did ward on the right side. Okay. Thanatos going around the back here. You don't know it yet. You'll find out in a second. Actually, no, I'm lying. I'm looking at the wrong side of the map. He's not going around the back at all. We're looking for a goal fury here. It's a bit risky. Good beads. Turn around, snipe. There's a snipe opportunity here. Snipe opportunity. Not the worst snipe in the world, though. Relax. Oh, the Aegis wasn't too bad there, actually. He's still going to die. How could we have played this differently is the question. Are you running into dangerous territory now? How could we have played this differently? Well, let's look right back at the start, okay? We've pushed out mid lane, and I'm not sure what the call is here. We're looking for the Gold Fury here. It looks like everyone's messing around a little bit. Next wave comes in. You clear that one out fine. And then we look for the Gold Fury, as I said. We head over here. What happens? What are we doing? We just warding? We just dropped a sentry. Okay. The Celestial Beam was good. Their blink was better. Now, my decision making from you here, I'm just wondering why you went this way. Why do we go this way, not this way? The reason I'm saying this is something that you should be looking at in your games as well. Everyone should be looking at it in the games. It's to do with pathing and the choice of paths that you choose to take. Okay? Let's look at this situation as a whole. Where's Geb going, first of all? Geb's going the direction of your tower. You're going direction of your own jungle. You're going to use your beads anyway. We all expect you to use your beads. But then, if the fight continues and they continue aggressing, what happens if you go this way and Geb goes this way? Well, you're both cut off from one another, which means one of you has to correct that, or you both just have to disengage. You could, if the game plan was to just fully disengage, is just walk all the way around here back to your tower. Not an issue. But the other option is go the same way as Geb. Now, the reason we say go the same way as Geb is for the simple reason of where is your rotations going to come from the team. Well, there's a little monkey man on your screen right there. You can see him looking at us. We're looking at him. If you run this way, you get the support of an extra teammate. So technically, Geb's chosen the correct path in this situation. You've chose the safe path of just playing it super safe and going away. The problem is you don't choose the super safe path and go away. As you try and support still, you can see Geb was in trouble. He got pulled in. The snipe was good, but now this is the moment when you realise what's gone on in this team fight, okay? Let's just look at this. Geb's got back to the tower range, he's got the support of Humbats, and their team are now going to choose to aggress onto you. Why are they choosing to aggress onto you? Because you're the one isolated from the rest of the team. Because the Giannis come in, do the burst damage with the help of Medusa as well. You get yourself caught in a bit of an awkward spot. The Aegis bought you a second, but it's not going to be long enough for you to die. If you would have come this way instead, just at the start with those beads, you would have been back in tower safety range. You would have been able to put Celestial Beams over the wall here and snipes, which would have been blind to them and caused them an issue. It's not a big mistake, but it's a mistake that can hurt you going forward. It's only a small thing, but just think about your choices at the moment in the game that it happens. Everyone makes these decisions wrong sometimes, and you look back and you go, ah, pooper-nickels, I could have gone this way, and I probably would have lived. So we're back online again anyway, and we can go back to the action. We've got our Warlock Sash finish, which is good. We did pick up, we still got that ward online as well, and the sentry ward they've decentried now. No more sentry wards from you for the time being now. Why do we head this way? Oh, we'll go for red. Okay. If we're going for red, I'm okay with this. Ouch, that kind of hurt. Holy Mother, Mary and Joseph. That was a nice little play. Let's watch that one back. For a silver player, that was pretty good reaction time. Good combo. So we saw the red buff get dropped, and then we saw you get poked down. Now, one thing, what can we learn? What can we learn right now? What does this portal tell us? What does this portal tell us? That's the question that we're asking ourselves here. What does this portal that he just did tell us? There's only one way a Giannis would portal in that situation, and no to portal there. It's very, very simple. You should learn this when you play mid lane, is that there's a ward here. The only way he'd know to portal in that exact position is that there is a portal, there's a ward there. So it gives him vision of you rotating through the jungle so he can line himself up perfectly for the portal and set you up for the damage that you take. So you eat a lot of poke, you get back to the tower safety, you throw the heal. That was very lucky that you avoided that one. And a really good snipe, honestly. Really good snipe. Why are we backing? Why are we backing? Why are we backing? Whoa! Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thana's dead, right? Giannis has used his full combo. You're out of range of Giannis. If Ares wants to blink under the tower for you, all credit to him, but he'll sacrifice his soul to the demigods that are the towers and Geb, okay? Don't be back in here. You're losing farm. You are losing farm. Look, you just lost another wave of farm. Let's have a little look in at the enemy mid laner. This is the issue that we're seeing here. You're falling behind in levels because you keep choosing the wrong options. Farm is so important at the beginning of the game. What you're looking for, honestly, in the mid lane is around, if you're lucky enough, you're looking to get around a level a minute. So at level 11, you should be about level 11. Sorry, at level 11, you should be around level 11. At 11 minutes in, you're looking for about level 11 every time. You can see that Giannis is there. You're about a level behind right now. And you could have been a little bit closer to this level 11 if you would have stayed for that last wave that was there. Now, they're looking at God Fury here, but they're not doing it, luckily. You got no wall coverage. You're going to meet Ares. You're going in the jungle. Relax. The blind's good. Don't sit in the heal there. Why are we sitting in the heal here? Listen. Listen to what you're thinking about here. Do you know Ares' ult is up? Do you know if Ares' ult is up? If Ares' ult is up, why do we stand in this position? We could have just walked away, back to the tower safety, used our Divine Light to give him the slow, and walk back into tower range. The reason I'm saying this is because if he chooses to ult you here, you're dead. You are dead if he chooses to ult you here. You take free poke for no reason by dropping your heal here. Walk back to tower, drop your heal here if you need to. No reason to be as aggressive as you have been by standing so close. So mid-harpies have been a bit of an issue this game. I almost feel like you're playing this a bit much like a jungler more than anything else, even though you stayed in mid lane for the most part. That blind was good. Timed the snipe nicely. Unlucky. Unlucky with the snipe. I can see what you were trying to do there. Didn't need to use the beads there, though. Beads did not need to be used. Now, other things to talk about in this little engagement. Where are you? Where's me boy? Why can't I click you anymore? What happened to you? You used to be cool, and now I can't find you. There we go. Right, we're back to this part. Let's talk through this fight again and just see what actually happened here. So aggression in mid lane. The Divine Light was good there. First of all, it was a good Divine Light. Now he's over the wall. You've got vision of this as well. Now you're trying to time your snipe at the same time, and it doesn't work out. Unfortunate. It was a good effort though. On top of that, it was just a little bit too early, which means that you didn't avoid the pull. Now, the beads here is just not worthwhile. It's not worthwhile going for the beads here. You're still going to eat the poke from him. No reason to actually bead that. So you put your beads on cooldown, especially when it's 3 minutes. It's a little bit too long to put that one on cooldown at the beginning, first of all. You jump in the heal. I just want to talk about watching the fight around you and what's going on. So what do we know so far? Through space and time is on cooldown from Giannis. He's just used a portal to get through the wall, but now because of that rotation, his portal should be back up again. Ares has used his chains and used his no escape, so he's no longer a threat to you. But as you turn the corner here, you can clear as day see a rising angel in the distance. Like, this is completely clear that you can see this. Look at him. Look at him. He's right there. So you can preempt this. And now you've got this Aegis that you purchased. You should be using this to keep yourself alive here. And if you do, well, you would have an easier time from this, because Aegis right about now would have been perfect. And then he dunks onto you. He doesn't even hit Humbats. He uses his full combo on you, but you're Aegised, which means you take half, if not any, or none of it. And then you turn around and go for the kill on him. Unfortunately, you don't. You're going to pay the iron price. Definite biggest issues I can see in your game, Digital, is going to be on farming. Farming is the key thing. Farming is definitely one of the biggest issues I can see with you. We're talking about that. At this stage, you're starting to realise it and take back harpies, which is good. I've noticed your wards have kind of fallen off at this stage, though. Like, you bought all these wards early on. Honestly, I think you over-warded early, and then you start warding later. Oh, snipe. Oh, good snipe here. Good snipe here. Land it. Yeah, boy. That was a good snipe. It took you a bit of a long time there. Trusting yourself a little bit more. Your snipes have been available. Just get pulled in. Get pulled in. Get pulled in. You could have got pulled in then. I don't think they could have full killed you. I don't think that was worth an Aegis there, honestly. Don't think it was. Maybe it was. I don't know. I mean, Geb still died anyway. If you knew Geb was going in, you could have got in with him. He couldn't have killed you both. They had to focus one. You could have kept your Aegis available. Man, those hot Ares chains that are constantly on there. So we're hovering around here at the moment. Let's just go for our red buff or farm up. Yeah, take the farm. Good lad. Take that farm. Still aggression in the jungle here. Good poke. Snipe. Fantastic. Really good work. Once again, let's have a little look at the situation. Yeah, I think that beads was definitely worthwhile that time. I'm just looking at the map and the position where that blink came from, and whether it was worth using the beads or not. Always think about whether it's worth using it against the no escape. Sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes it's worth just getting pulled in, just because there's going to be not much follow-up. But in this situation, when they're all around, completely agree with your decision there. The only reason I'm saying that is because beads, and then he comes in. Juke around these minions, abuse them. Only thing about trying to juke around a Thanatos' minions is he's going to kill the minions and sustain as well, which is always going to be an issue. Just run, keep running, keep running, keep running. You ain't got nothing. Let him go, let him go. Can't save him anymore. So you're getting, right, we can't retreat here, okay? I don't know where you're going, but I want you to stay at this tower. You need to stay at this tower. Ares ult's on cooldown. Thanatos ult is on cooldown, okay? You can defend this tower. Please don't leave it. Bats is going to get the tier 1 on the left-hand side. So all you have to do in this situation, defend against one more wave. And I guarantee you can do this without having to do too much hard work by just pressing Searing Pain. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Why are we backing? Why are we backing again? Look, you're giving up a free tower for nothing. Giving up a free tower for nothing. You snipe this wave and you recall it tower, you're perfectly safe. Instead, you lose another wave of experience, which puts Giannis further ahead in experience. Plus, you're going to give up all that extra pressure that you just put on their mid lane by taking tier 1 and tier 2 down by choosing to recall here. This was not a good choice to recall. See, you realise this a little bit late here. This should have already been dead. They should have already been dead. Now you need to base, because you've not got much else. Unfortunately, Guan Yu's going to probably get in a bit of trouble there. He'll be alright for now. Hopefully teammates respawn soon. But next time, just snipe that wave. Snipe that wave and leave. Lotus Crown online, full boots too, while build's looking really good right now. So build isn't really an issue here. What we're looking for here? We're looking for the game-making plays. Cool. That was a good snipe, though, I'll be honest. It was a good snipe. Stay in the heal. Stay in the heal. Stay in the heal. That's it. Good jukes. Really good jukes. Good jukes. Now you get into this sort of position as a Raw now where you've got Lotus Crown. When you've got this Lotus Crown online, ho-wee are we so much tankier. Now I said ho-wee, not ho-ye. But you are so much tankier because of it, and your team is a lot stronger because of it too. You can try and abuse this. This is a good call for the Gold Fury. Zone control's not too bad here, but it's not really your job. Don't Aegis this. Oh, I don't think you need to Aegis that. Snipes. Don't feel you needed to Aegis that. It's always the issue against an Ares. Do I use my active to defend, or do I not? If you notice what happened to that Ares then, he did the no escape, but then he died straight afterwards. Nothing else came out of it, did it? So your Aegis usage gem, what did it really do? Well, it just put it on cooldown for 3 minutes. It didn't really pay off for you. The one thing I want to talk to you about this Aegis overall. The only 2 times I've really seen you use it was once in the jungle when you were pretty much dead anyway, because of your decision about where you chose to path in the jungle, and the other time you've seen you use it was just then against the Ares for the most part. So what I'm looking at is maybe move away from this Aegis and look towards Heavenly Agility. What would Heavenly Agility do for your team? Well, it give you more mobility, which allows you to chase down Giannis, to chase down Thanatos and Bastet, which they're all very, very mobile gods, these guys, okay? Giannis, Thanatos, Bastet, very, very mobile. Heavenly Agility allows you to chase. What it also do is increase your healing and your team survivability too. Don't forget, not just the heals that you'll put out, but also the heals Guan Yu will put out as well. These are both very, very effective for them. It would have been potentially better to get Heavenly Agility. During the team fights, what can you do? Well, you can sprint. You can use your Heavenly Agility to get away from the cats, from Bastet. Juking Thanatos abilities is the other thing. Juking Giannis abilities is the other thing as well. So there's a multitude of things that you can do by going for the Heavenly Agility over the Aegis that you chose to go this time round. I think that would have probably been a better option for you. Trying to speed through this pause a little bit here. Build-wise, though, not an issue. I think my biggest issues I can see with your gameplay is generally down to your decisions to farm or not to farm. Because as we're still in this pause now, that the Odyssey is level 17. Level 17. Notice how your gold. Notice how your gold is even. Your gold is even. What's that telling me? That's telling you that he's just farming better than you at every stage of the game. Every stage of the game. The gold being higher for you, why is the gold even for you? Well, the reason the gold's even for you is because you've got a better KDA, you've got 5 kills, which gives you more gold, and I believe you also got that Gold Fury. If I'm not mistaken, I should check that as we're still sat in this freaking pause. Let me just check. I'll just press that so I can check and see if it comes up. Is it going to show up for me? It might not. Sometimes it doesn't like it. Sometimes it doesn't like showing up. There we go. Are we unpaused? We paused? We're not paused. Holy crap, how long was the pause for? Did somebody in Australia swim to New Zealand or something? Jesus. What's happening? Come on, unpause. Please. Senpai, please. There we go. Hey! Back to the action. So, I can't actually see who got the Gold Fury. I should know that, and I don't. I'm sorry. I'm just checking, actually. Why don't I just do this? Gold difference. Okay, you did get the Gold Fury, which is one of the reasons why you're actually still even on gold against this guy as well. You should technically be down just because he's out farming you for the most part. You can see this by the gold drop there. Bloop, which means that you got the Gold Fury. I think it's 1-to-1 in Gold Furies right now as well. So the difference in actual experience and gold here between the two of you is the fact that he's farmed better than you, but you've got more kills than him. That's the only real difference between the two of you. But the difference is that his damage spike is probably higher because of it. Because as a mage, you're getting more experience, okay? When you get more experience, you get base values on your stats. Let's look at Celestial Beam as an example here. A rank 3 Celestial Beam does 215 damage. A rank 5 Celestial Beam does 335 damage. So you're dealing an extra 120 damage just by leveling up. Just by leveling up, you're dealing more damage with this ability. Same goes with the Giannis. If we check in with the Giannis here, you'll see exactly what I mean by this. And this is one thing that the reason levels are so important. A max rank unstable vortex. Well, let's go to Portal, for example, because this is the level difference we're really talking about here. Portal, rank 1, 80 damage. Rank 3, 180 damage. He's dealing an extra 100 damage because he's got extra levels on you. You're not dealing as much damage with your, say for example, your Divine Light, which could be a rank 3 now as well, which would be 60, it's at 100 now, it could be 140, it could be 180, so you're dealing more damage all the time. Very, very simplistic, very, very easy to understand about what you need to do with this. Make sure you level. Make sure you level. This is a big issue for you. Remember how we said we're looking for about a level of experience per minute? At least up to about the 15-minute mark. Then after that, it can slow down a little bit, which is understandable, just because it takes a lot longer to level. So aggression onto you again. Drop your heal. That's fine. Stay in the heal. Don't panic. Just chill in the heal. That's fine. That was much better decision making with the heal that time. You put it in a safe enough place for your team to rotate if they were carried on going aggressive. Wall coverage is a little slack from you. Honestly, this game, I just want to point that out. Your starting wall coverage looked good. Since then, though, it's really slacked. I think we've seen you place 4 wards. Yeah, look at this. Your team's warding as a whole is just terrible. Your 4 wards were all at the beginning of the game. If you remember, we saw you go back at the start of the game and get 1 ward on your first base. At the second base, you picked up 2 wards and a sentry. And that's all I've seen you play so far. Look at the map coverage for your team here. Wards win games. Wards win games, and it's hurting you. It is hurting you because you don't have them. Oh, we're all grouping up. I'm not going to watch too much more of this because it is a loss. But so far, your actual gameplay isn't that bad. Like, what's letting you down is decision making more than anything else. Positioning a little bit, but positioning is down to decision making again and where to path out to. How's it go, Celestial Beam though over the wall? See what I mean? Like, your ability usage is good. There was a free snipe there. Snipes for days. At least we got 1 target. You stay on him, stay on him, stay on him, stay on him. Don't use those autos anymore, no reason to. Just keep on him, keep on him, keep on him, keep on him. The rest of your team's busy. Divine Light him. That's it. Stay on the Ceres. No. Stay on him. Stay on him. Allow people to chase. You take these guys out. Get your heal down. He needed a heal. He needed a heal. Notice how your decision not to stay on the Ares allows him to escape and keep causing issues. Oh, body block that. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Level 17, we caught up a little bit. I still think Giannis is ahead of us though. Yeah, just by a level still, but you're getting there. We did buy wards again, which is good. 23 minutes in. What we're looking for here? What's the plan? What's the plan? What does that information give you? Here's what happens with this, okay? This is one thing you need to realise now. When you use abilities like this, over the wall, you give the enemy team vision of where you are. Okay? Even if you poke them with Celestial Beam, it's not going to kill them. It's not going to kill them. At all. So why are you making that decision to use that over the wall like that? It doesn't make sense to me. If you're going to kill them, fine. If you're going to clear the wave, fine. But always remember, it gives vision to the enemy team of where you are. Basically, you're giving away that there could be a bait round this corner. Or you could be trying to bait them around the corner, which is the other thing. We'll find out in a second if they walk around like idiots and find out your whole team's here. Good heal on the backside there, but you should be looking for the snipe more than anything else. Good Divine Light. Don't use anything here. Don't use anything there. You did not need to use a snipe. Did not need to use that snipe. Did not need to use that snipe. Notice how he still went down. He did not need to use a snipe. Could have got pulled in, and he wouldn't have been able to get away from you at all. Right, Godfrey has been started. Sorry, Firejet's been started. Where's our ward coverage here? Let's just have a quick check-in. Alright, we've got 1 ward there. Throw your ward down. Oh, that is your ward. Cool. So you've got ward vision here. And we've got no ward vision here. I'd look to put a ward down around here if I was you while your team's doing this. You can see the fight going on. Just get a heal on the teammates and look to zone a little bit. You can look for the pressure. You can still turn around and put abilities back. Get your ward down. Get your ward down. Get your ward down. Ward down is priority. Ward down is priority. Because then you can see which path they're taking if there's more people rotating them. If they get fire giant here, that's... Oh, okay, good, they don't. So you're in a really good spot right now. little bit of poke there, but you can sit on the heel fine. Sit on the backside. Now, watch your position on the back line. This is about position on the back line that you got to watch for. You don't want to group up with your carries, okay? Apollo is your carry. Make sure you're far enough away from him as possible at the same time as staying in range for your abilities, okay? Just don't group together so you can get double whammied. Throw the heal on your front line if you need to. Heal around that tower. Good lad. Good lad. Good lad. That's okay. No reason to base from your team here. We're in a good spot to keep pushing here. All the towers are currently down, so... You have caught up with the Giannis now, which is good. Oh, there's the play. Oh, I missed everything then. I've got to rewind it. I was waiting patiently for that play. I'm surprised you lose this game. I'm surprised you lose this game. This is a loss, right? It must be a loss. Has to be a loss. Right, we'll watch this in proper motion now. Proper motion. So, things to talk about first of all before we get into this, because it's something that I don't always cover, because I don't always go this deep into a game where we get to see assaults onto onto bases, for the most part. But as Ra, as the mage in this, what is your job? What is your job in this? And don't just say deal damage, because everyone knows it's deal damage, and don't just say heal everyone, because that's generally what people expect everyone to say. Who's your focused targets here? Your focused targets in this engagement is anyone squishy for the most part, someone you can burst down and cause issues to. Who is the danger people on their team for you? Well, when we check it with the danger people for you, we'll just press tab here so we can actually see them all in glorious detail. You can see all 4 of them there. So, Thanatos, keep an eye out for his ultimate, keep an eye out for the scythes. What's going to hurt you from him? His silence. Is Bastet really going to cause you an issue? Well, she can jump in, bleed you, and deal some damage. She did go into the solo lane this game, so she's going to have some decent damage on her. But she's not someone that's really going to be too much of a threat for you, because even with the Cat's Divine Light, Celestial Beam will clear them out nice and quickly, especially at this stage of the game. Medusa, definitely a killable target. Just make sure you're not facing her. And Ares. Ares is the other real issue. So what you're really scared of in this engagement is the Ares and Thanatos for the most part. Keep an eye on those, because they're going to be hitting you on the back line. For the most part, you're looking to peel and try and burst people down. You're looking for potential big target picks. Big target picks are squishy targets. Most of them really are squishy on this team. But if you can take Ares out before he can cause an issue, definitely go for it. Line up for the sniper was good. Get a heal down. Where's your heal? Get a heal on this front line now. The reason you want a heal on this front line is these are the tanks. They need the extra protections from you right now. Your carries are all in good positions with decent health. Heal's not important here for them. Heal this front line. Heal this front line. Now you put the heal down a little bit late. Was it very good beats there? What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? We've got Giannis over on the right side. Are you going to try and support this guy here? Looks like that's what your plan is. Good Celestial Beam. Get a heal down. Good job. Good heal position too, actually. I like that. You didn't put it right at the front. You put it on the retreat. Protect the Bastet. Protect from Bastet. Stop going for this side. Get the Bastet. You just used Celestial Beam onto him. Now he's going to die because of it, I think. That heal wasn't the best position, buddy. So, this fight doesn't go great as a team, but let's walk through what you choose to do and why you choose to do it, because this is the important thing to realize in team fights. Sniper's great. Now, one thing you don't want to do is just use abilities for the sake of using abilities, okay? This is the thing that a lot of people fall into, is spamming abilities now, because like, team fight, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got nothing, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got nothing, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got nothing. And you do it over and over again. You need to think about why you're using your abilities. Why are we using Divine Light here? That's the step 1. Why Divine Light here? Is this hitting anybody? No. Are they going aggressive just yet? No. Divine Light is not worth using just them. Heal though? Heal was good. Your positioning for your heal's not bad. You're keeping some of the minions alive. You hit multiple people with it. This is fine. Maybe reposition yourself just a little bit further back to about here. So just a little bit of a better position as this fight stands at this very second in time. Just a little bit deeper further away to be able to support everybody. Now notice you're on full cooldown now. You drop your heal, Celestial Beam, you went for the Bastet, didn't find it. Your heal's already on cooldown, Divine Light's still on cooldown too now. Imagine if you had Divine Light now. What could Divine Light do? What could Divine Light do? Stops the chasing from the whole team. It could also put some pressure onto this Ares too. Beads is good, but why are we walking forward here? Why are we auto-attacking as well? Why? I can see there's a pot for Raw hit for Guan here. Celestial Beam was okay. And the heal position was very good there. See, we used Divine Light again. Why do we use Divine Light again? Think about why you're using your abilities. Why are we using these abilities? Now, this is one of those things there where you could look to protect here, but you look for this. You pick on Medusa here with this Celestial Beam, unfortunately. Which is harder to pick. Notice how if you still had your Divine Light up now, and this whole fight was going on, you could walk up a little bit further here. You're decent and tanky enough to just Divine Light them, which would slow them, which would also blind them from going aggressive onto this Apollo. Because it was on cooldown, you had to back out of this engagement. And then Apollo's going to fall to the wayside. Heal was not the best position there, I'll be honest. Heal should have been like the last one and positioned a bit further over here for supportive purposes. Now you use the Divine Light aggressively, which is good, which is what we should have done earlier. But then we're going to get ourselves in a bit of a spot of bother now as well. And we're going to go down as well. I'm going to stop the video here. I think big things for you to work on, honestly, overall. I like your mechanics for the most part. I think the biggest issue you've got is farming. You're choosing to rotate too much and not farm enough. If you rotate too much, you're not going to get any farm whatsoever. You lost a lot in this mid lane. You lost your tower because of the rotations too. I just want to point out that this tower slowly got chipped down throughout this whole game because you were over rotating in it for the most part instead of looking for the farm and pushing your wave out. Ra is one of the best farmers in the game. You're not going to lose much on the rotation that you're looking for if you just press 1 first of all before you rotate. Okay, this is one thing you're not doing is rotating enough. So you're not farming enough, which is allowing the enemy team back into this. This Yana should be behind you in terms of levels and experience in this game, and he's not. He was ahead of you for the most part throughout this game, and most of this is down to your decision making. War coverage was a little slack. At the start of the game, I felt like you were overwarded though, but then you made up with it by never buying a ward ever again until like 23 minutes in, which isn't the best situation to be in. Definitely look at those things going forward. So far though, your snipes were good, Celestial Beams were okay. Skill usage needs some work in team fights though. Don't just spam them because they're off cooldown, okay? Because putting your skills on cooldown doesn't necessarily help you for the engagements. Having things available is always wise. You know, that's why when you get an aggressor and you're having a good fight, you don't have to use everything to kill a target. Don't use everything. Save an ability. That could turn it around for you if they turn to go aggressive. Good luck in your future games though, Digital. This wasn't the worst game from you, but you could definitely play things better and be even more of an impact for your team. Imagine if you would have farmed more, that gold amount that you've got right now would be so much higher. This could have been max speeds, this could have been max Aegis, you could have even potentially picked up another item if you would have farmed just a little bit more.